Hello, 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 and happy Thursday evening, or for maybe some of you guys, Friday Eve. Lisa Filippetti here, and I am literally so excited for this little live sharing that myself and one of my biz babes are about to share with you guys, and it's about to go down. And yes, I actually did my hair, not all the way, but if you guys see my photos, you guys will know. Oh wait, okay, hold on, Courtney's on. Okay, Courtney, I'm bringing you on right now. Let's see. Bring you on. You guys, adding Courtney right now. Let's see if she
Hey.
pops on. Dun, 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 dun,
Can you hear me?
Yeah! Can you hear me, girl?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my gosh, this works perfectly. Okay, I'm just moving my camera a little bit. Oh my god, okay, so you guys, let's see. Emily, thank you for joining. If you guys are on, please say hello below. Give us some love. Give us some likes. And Courtney, can you see? I'm kind of curious. Can you see who's on, or do I only see?
I can see comments.
Okay.
I can see comments, I think. I mean, nope, I don't see any yet, but we'll see.
Okay, so you guys, drop us some comments and let us know that you're there so Courtney and I can see. Ashley, hey, thanks for joining. Matt, thanks for joining. Let's see, Maureen, yay, thank you for joining. Oh, I think I see Christy's on. Yay! Oh my gosh, I love it.
Okay, I'm inviting
you guys,
people.
Can you see people now? Yeah.
No, I'm inviting people.
Yeah, invite them. Get them all in here.
Yeah.
Seriously. So you guys, we are literally so freaking excited to share with you guys a few things. I know I'm curious and Courtney is curious here. I want to know, and you guys can drop an emoji or drop your comment, but are you guys a mom? You could be a human mom, or you could be like me and be a fur mom, right? Courtney's human and fur baby mom. I am just fur baby mom. And or do you guys work in corporate? Like, do you guys have a corporate job? So drop those comments, drop those emojis. Like, we're totally curious. And we want to share with you guys because Courtney and I come from both of those backgrounds, okay? I come kind of from this crazy corporate background for mama, and Courtney is stay-at-home mom. But you guys, we came together and literally are building a business from home. And we are growing our income. And we wanted to share kind of a little behind the scenes and share more about us because we got questions today. If you guys did not see our post, her and I both went hairy scary and shared our income progression with you guys. And I first want to say, for us, you guys, like, it's hard sharing that. Like, that's something that's not easy for us because people get weird with money, which in reality, I think everybody makes money, right, in some way, whether it's a corporate job or your own business or whatever it is. But we wanted to share that with you guys to know, like, what is truly possible and what we have done with these businesses, okay? But I am going to throw it over to Courtney here. I'm like going to put her on the spot because I want Courtney to share a little bit about her background and like why she decided to start this crazy coach life. Okay, so Court, it's all you, and I'm totally going to be sipping my mocktail over here. Okay?
No worries. I'm Courtney, if you guys don't know me, and I am a mom of two. I have two children under 5, and I have 2 big chocolate labs. And I also have a husband who's never at home. He works for SoCal Edison and travels to substation all over SoCal and Nevada and a little bit of Arizona because they like overlap or whatever. He's actually out of town right now. We're getting ready to leave for a trip and I'm doing it all myself. But
Woo!
I got started.
Superwoman over there, super mom.
Yeah, I'm waiting till the last minute for everything always. But when I had my daughter, I literally became like Brooklyn's mom. Like, I no longer felt like I had an identity. It was just like Brooklyn's mom, Brooklyn's mom, Brooklyn's mom. Like, yeah. Oh, how's the baby? How's the baby? And then it was like, no, nothing about like, oh, well, how are you? Like, seemed like nobody cared, you know? Even though I'm sure they did. But I was always fit growing up. I played all the sports, did everything. And then motherhood kind of like slapped me in the face. Like, I didn't bounce back. I thought I could go back to just what I had done before, and it didn't work. I would do this. I did it for 15 months.
And I'm curious, if any of you guys are moms on, can you guys relate? I cannot relate yet, right?
Yes.
Okay, see, I want you guys to comment below if you guys can.
Yeah, let us know if you're a mom. Yeah. Or if you're pregnant even, or if you're becoming a mom, maybe you're scared. I wasn't scared to become a mom because I wanted to be a mom. I wanted kids. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have kids. And then I became a mom and I was like, what the F did I just do? Like, I don't think this is what I was supposed to do. I don't think I was supposed to have kids. I was so like sad all the time because I felt so alone. It was terrible. And then I reached out to someone who I saw that like she wasn't a mom, but she had gained a ton of weight. And then she had lost it. And so like I reached out to her and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you have abs. I want abs. Like, tell me what to do. Because I love
how you're like, I see your abs. I want those.
Yeah.
Like, I want them better than before baby.
Exactly. And like I had tried it all. Like, I got a women's only membership where I could take my kid in, but like I kept getting called out to like change the diaper or she was crying, you know. I tried the quick fixes, the wraps, the pills, because I was just like desperate to like wear a bikini. I was desperate to like play with my kids in the pool, and I wasn't doing those things. I have a picture I share all the time where like we're at the river and I'm in a sweatshirt and like men's, like my husband's board shorts, sadly, and they were not big on me. They like fit perfect because I was so overweight and so miserable, and it was the middle of the summer and I'm in sweats. Like, I'm in a sweatshirt and pants. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And so when I got started, it was just like, I just wanted to get fit. Like, I was like, I can't build my own business. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, I just want to feel better. Like, get out of this like funk that I'm in. And
yeah, I was like I can barely feel like I'm surviving right now. And then my friend was just like, just post a daily accountability picture. So like, I know that you're working out. And so like, you know, feel like you don't want to let people down. You don't want to, you know, you need to post. So she was like, just post it daily. I did a Insanity Max 30. And I was like, okay. So every single day I posted my, you know, max out time. And then I shared like my 2-week transformation with her. And she's like, dude, you need to post that. Like, just post it. Share it with
Look
everyone.
at her. She's like secretly like getting you to coach. I love it.
And so I was like, okay, like, what do I have to lose? Like, I'm kind of that like outspoken, like, I don't really give an F what people think about me. So I was like, all right, fine. I posted it. And literally like people were like, what are you doing? Like, I want to join you. I want to do this. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I messaged her and she's like, no, just give them your link, you know? And then all of a sudden, like, I had made like $200 and I was like, okay. Like,
you're like, this is like, yeah. You're like, I'm totally in for this.
And so I had my own like accountability group with these girls that signed up with me, and like, that's just how it started, and I just ran with it. And now ever since then, like, I just share with people like what I'm doing. Like, I can hear my kids crying, but like I can I know. Hey, be nice.
Hashtag mom life, you guys. I love it.
And so that's what I do now. I just like, I want to share from the rooftops, because then I got pregnant with my second son. I worked out the whole entire time, and I thought that like I was gonna bounce back, which I did. I continued to work out and I bounced back, but I got postpartum depression like hardcore after my son, which I didn't have after Brooklyn. And I actually went on Prozac for like 7 months. And
this is when you were still, now this is when you were like still like kind of
I'm a coach,
through that. Okay.
Yeah, and I was doing the fitness, I was doing the health, doing my Shakeology, had the support group, but I was still like stuck. And so I talked to the doctor and he was like, you know, chemical imbalances, I'm like, okay, you're a doctor, like, fix me. And so I took the Prozac for 6 or 7 months. It helped me like balance back out. I weaned off of it and now I'm fine, you know? Like, I think sometimes we do need those, you know, things to help like the chemical imbalances in our brains. Like, for me, I think it's because of testosterone. I had to get so much testosterone to make a boy that my body wasn't used to it. That's my own, you know, whatever.
See, this is like all, okay, so by the way, if any of you guys are joining, like, okay, so let's see, Jesse's on, Amber's on, Maria's on, okay, like, I'm like loving what Courtney's sharing, by the way, because I don't have kids yet, but like all these things she's sharing, I'm like, okay, I need to like take notes on this. Like,
I'll be here
because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like kids and babies like freak me out. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I love my 2 fur babies. So yeah, kids like totally freak me out. Okay, so one last question before like I move on to something else. But now during this time, like, were you ever working? Like, so were you? I'm assuming you were maybe
Hold on
working.
1 second. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so while she runs to her kiddos because it's mom life, like something that I wanted to ask her when she gets back is just if she went back to work after baby, right? Like after Brooklyn and everything, because this crazy coach life, you guys, like I know I've been chatting with so many moms, or I guess future moms even, you guys, that are about to have a baby, and they are all telling me, they're like, Lisa, like share with me what you do, because I don't want to go back to work. And like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like this was part of my plan. Like I'm just gonna share a little bit of my story here while she's tending to the kids. But for me, you guys, my story was very, very different. Okay. Not in the fact of like, yes, I needed to work on my wellness. Okay. And I know Christy is on, and she is the one, seriously, guys, that got me started on my wellness journey and got me out of depression, and got me feeling just freaking amazing, and like setting me up on these wellness groups, these workouts, this nutrition plan, all of this stuff. And that was like initially how I started my journey. And basically what happened, you guys, is just like what Courtney's saying, right? These crazy at home workouts, all of this stuff, like it totally works. Like, and it's amazing. Like it totally works as long as you do it. But I lost my weight. I came out of depression. I came out stronger. But then I watched, you guys, like maybe like any of you guys are doing right here. Amber, yay, thanks for joining. I watched Christy. I watched her, you guys, for 2.5 years, okay? My background is engineering, and I was in corporate working at that time. I was in engineering management. You guys, I was 10 or 12-hour days. I was getting sick all the time. I was getting migraines all the time. I had no time for myself. I had no time for my husband. I would come home. I can't even count the amount of times I would come home crying. You guys, it got so bad that I was getting harassed. I was getting threatened. It's going to literally make me cry when I think about it. I don't really want to cry right now. But that was when I reached out to Christy and I said, Christy, I'm ready to do this. Tell me what I need to do. I'm ready to go all in. I want to leave my job. And the thing is, I thought about my future family, like what Courtney's talking about. I'm like, hey, if Pete and I want to have kids, I want to have a job where I can be home with them and have a full-time income where I can go to their kids' graduations, right? Like I see all these moms going out to all these graduations and having to take time off of work, or not being able to or not be able to go because they're at work. And I already was thinking about this, like, hey, if kids are in my plan, I want to be able to have a life where I can make my own schedule, have that residual income, and truly live that life by design. Sorry, Courtney, I was sharing a little bit of my story.
Oh, you're good.
I love your story. But my question for you, okay, guys, I want to get back to Court real fast, is did you guys, or did you work before you started coaching, and then did you ever go back to work, or was that kind of like insert coach life for that stay-at-home mom, that income? Like share that.
Okay, sit up there. Okay, yeah. So before I got pregnant with Brooklyn, I worked in the golf industry for 10 years. Not up here. And which is like the service industry. I worked 10, 12, 14-hour days. I worked every single weekend. I worked every single holiday. It actually drove a little bit of a wedge between my husband and I, because he'd want to go on vacations and I'd want to go on vacations, but I also didn't want to like miss out on the overtime or
like that extra cash.
Sorry, someone called me. I didn't want to miss out like on the overtime or stuff like that. And then I worked up until the week before I gave birth to Brooklyn. Nanny called. I'm gonna call her back when I'm done. And then my plan was to go back in the summer because I loved like working with the kids and all that stuff. And then it was just like, no, I couldn't be away from her for 10 to 12 hours a day. Like there was no way for me, for what I was making at the golf course, to like put her in daycare. I would have been like upside down. It made no sense.
Yeah.
And
the daycare is like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
From what I hear, right? If any of you guys, by the way, if you guys have kids and
let
you
us
guys
know.
have them in daycare, comment below how much you guys are spending. I'm kind of curious, actually. Like I'm curious.
Yeah, no, it's
in the state too. In your state, what state you are in?
Oh yeah.
And how much you're spending on daycare a week. Tell us.
Yeah, because it's more if they're in diapers, and then it goes down as they get older, obviously. But so I still needed to like mind you, like when all this happened, my husband got a brand new job and started from the bottom. So okay, Brooklyn. So like we started from scratch. Like our pay, not only did we go from 2 incomes to 1, but his income got cut in half because he started like low man on the bottom totem pole.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I need to do something to help. And so I started nannying. I had a little girl come to my house like 3 or 4 times a week. But, she was also a mom. So, like, it wasn't a lot of money. And then I was doing invoicing at night from, like, 9 to midnight. And it was just, like, terrible, but it was the only way I could make any money. And I wanted to get out of that so bad. So when I started coaching, I was still doing those two things. I was nannying 3 or 4 days a week, and I was invoicing at night. And I set a goal that I wanted to like quit both those things in 3 months of coaching. It took me 6 months, but I still did it.
That's awesome.
And it was
you guys. Sorry.
It was like a breath of fresh air, honestly. Oh my God. Okay. So Amber commented that she was paying $1,000 a month in Ohio.
Jeez, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Oh my gosh, Amber, that's crazy. Okay, so I want to point something out, you guys, because I think this is like really awesome. So basically, you guys, like if you guys heard some of Courtney's story, that she basically was working 2 jobs, like basically around her kids' schedule, so she could be with her kids. And she dove into coaching, and within 6 months, you guys, of doing basically this, like helping others, you guys, helping others feel better, like feel where she was feeling before and feeling now, helping them, and she was able to create that income to leave both of those. You guys, like, sorry, that's like freaking amazing, you guys. Like, that's like, it's Courtney, seriously, like that is like, amazing.
I was so excited.
Chills, like thinking of it, you guys.
It was just because I can remember like wanting to go buy groceries and just like knowing that like, okay, my card might get declined because I don't think I have any money in here, but I'm just gonna like maybe somehow sometimes how they go, like it doesn't decline you and then you get like a charge,
like a note or something.
Yeah, like like they cover it, but then you get like a charge for them covering it or whatever. So it was just a terrible feeling. And now like I remember sharing with Christy one time, like, God, I remember when like I didn't even know if I could buy diapers. Now if I wanted to, like I could buy like 30 boxes of diapers.
See, it's like just in having like not having like that, like whatever it is, like over your head, right? Yep. Like that feeling. And like, so something that I just want to share, you guys, and I know, I think we're at like, oh my gosh, what time are we at here? Like 15 minutes. Oh gosh,
it won't
16.
Show me.
Okay. Okay. We're at 16 minutes, and okay, we're going to try and like kind of close it up here, but I'm having so much fun. Sorry, Court, this is like awesome. But something, you guys, for me that was like a little bit different is, for me, like it wasn't the money that like drew me in, or like that. And again, I'm not saying that the money's not nice, right? Because we all need, some type of income to live and to enjoy ourselves. But for me, it was truly the career that I was in, you guys, was so stressful that it was literally making me sick. And I literally tell my husband all the time, like, I cannot imagine being in that role like for another 10 years and another 20 years, another 30 years, and literally doing that until retirement, you guys. Like, I'm like, would I have made it based off of what was happening? You guys, I was getting chronic migraines to a point where it was like 3 or 4 days a week. And if you guys have ever gotten a migraine, it's not a headache, by the way. I would be like, Pete would have to take me to the ER, and I would be like pumped with drugs, literally out of it to a point of like so much pain. I was throwing up. I was like, side of my body was numb, you guys. But like, that was just taxing on my body and on my organs, you guys, that I'm like, I looked at Pete, I'm like, this is not the life I want to live, right? So for me, like this outlet of coaching, you guys, like our number one, sorry, I'm getting so choked up because I'm so excited here. Our number one priority is to put our health first, okay? To put our health first. And that's not just physically, right? Because literally, Courtney and I feel like you and like, girl, you're freaking rocking 80 Day, by the way. Like, you're freaking rocking it. But it's not just physical, right? Like, it's not just about working out. It's not just about feeding our body great foods, but you guys, it's also about growing our mindset, like becoming emotionally stronger, right? Spiritually stronger, like literally just being a stronger person inside and out. And so I'm going to like totally put it out there and say, what job asks you guys to do that as your number one, like your number one job? Because for me, I can't even think of any job that I've ever had ever, or that I've maybe even ever applied to, that has basically like asked me to do that. Okay. But you guys, like by doing that, like it literally just kind of like, and Courtney, of course, like totally cut me off. I know I'm going crazy here, but it literally like overflows into everything else in our life. Like I can't tell you, when I started putting myself first, like my marriage has gotten better. Like my relationships, my friendships, like all of those have improved, right? Finances have improved, like everything has improved, because I truly believe, and Courtney, you tell me what you think, but I truly believe, you guys, when we are our healthiest, we are our happiest, and we end up wanting more out of life, and we want to achieve maybe some of the things that we have on those goals or those dreams that maybe we weren't doing before, but there's like just this extra motivation and this and this energy and this love that we just want to go freaking attack it. And
Yeah.
like this opportunity, you guys, that Courtney and I have taken advantage of, literally, like, again, like life-changing in so many ways. Oh my gosh. And I see like Christy like commenting, oh my God, Christy, I'm totally going to comment back after. But Courtney, like anything that you want to add before we like officially wrap up on just like maybe what is like the one thing that you feel like it's changed you, or if you were on here, how about this? If you were on here listening to this video, like the you before you said yes to coaching, what would you tell her? Like what?
Okay,
like,
so
what
for
would you tell her?
me, I remember like thinking like, I'm so tired all the time. There's no way I can do this kind of stuff. And then like, I'm a little bit harsh when I'm talking to people, and I wish someone would have said this to me because I probably would have started sooner. But what I kind of tell people when they're like, God, I'm just so tired. And I'm like, okay, like you're a mom. You're going to be tired for the next 10 years. Like that's just life. So you can either be fit and tired or fat and tired. Like, what do you want to be?
Sorry, I freaking
like,
love that. Sorry.
For me, it's like so many people ask me like, how do you do it all? How do you eat healthy and, you know, take care of the kids, and your husband's always gone, and you work out every morning? And I'm like, you know what? My number one goal when I wake up is to get up, do my workout, and then like be with my kids. And I literally work my business in the cracks. I do it at nap time. I do it while I'm pooping. I do it before I go to bed. Like I do it in the car if my husband's driving. Like that's what I do. And do I always do as much as I want to do? No, we never do. But I always do.
There's always something more, right?
Yeah, like you always want more. But the bottom line is like in this last year, like I've been consistent for like the last year, like really hardcore consistent. And I've been able to travel to Charleston. Bummer you weren't there.
I know. I was in Hawaii then.
I went to Del Mar. I'm getting ready to go to the river. Then I'm going to New York. Then I'm going to Indianapolis. Then we're going to Tahoe together.
Tahoe! Which we're going to talk about Tahoe in a minute. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
No, it's so true. And I just want to kind of like just tag off of Courtney, you guys. I did not have the time to take off from work to do all of these travels. Like I know so many people ask me all the time. They're like, Lisa, like how do you go all these places? Just like Courtney said, you guys, I've been to Punta Cana. My first trip was to Tahoe. I've been to Hawaii twice, which I never have been to Hawaii, which is literally one of my favorite places, you guys. If you guys have not gone to Hawaii, you need to add it to your list. My husband and I just went to Riviera Maya, Mexico. Let's see, Nashville, NOLA. Like I literally can't even keep track. And the fact, you guys, that like this is our job, right, is to travel and to do these things and to do these retreats and do these work conferences. Little Ryan is on, yay! Like this is our life, okay? He's like, hi. Oh my God, he's so cute. Okay, do you see his hair? Is that not like freaking adorable? It's like seriously, I like love his hair. It is so cute. But you guys, what we want to like just kind of like wrap up with you guys is, if you guys have been seeing our posts, right? If you guys have been watching us and maybe you guys are like me and you guys just sat there and watched and like aren't saying anything, this is the time to message us, because Courtney and I, we're doing kind of something special here. We are taking on 2 specific people each. Okay, we're taking 2 specific people each.
Only, no more.
Yeah, no more than that, because we want to partner with you like extra close than we would normally do in our mentorship. And we want you guys to earn your spot with us in Tahoe late September, you guys. Like, I can't tell you how excited we are. We are going to be in Tahoe late September from a Thursday to a Sunday. So a long weekend, literally in crazy big mansion. There's going to be, I think there's 20 to 25 ladies and a few men currently going with us. But it is literally going to be amazing, between like hiking, the food, the wine, the hot tubbing. We're doing professional photos. Like literally it's going to be amazing. And I can't tell you, I think one of my favorite things about coaching, like of course there's a million, but the trips and the people, you guys, like that is one of my favorite things ever. And I will never miss a trip, and I will never miss an opportunity to be with my people, to learn more, to grow, and to literally just celebrate what we are doing. So before we wrap up, okay, I don't want you guys to message us here. We don't want you guys to comment below. What we want you guys to do is privately message us. Send us a private message and just say, hey, you listened to our video and you want to talk, and we will see if you guys are the right fit for our team. Because our teams, I'm telling you guys, like our teams are on fire right now. We are full of energy. We're full of love. We're freaking having fun. We, Courtney and I, amongst some of our other teammates, we decided that we want to double our income by the end of summer, if not before. So we got like crazy, big, hairy, scary goals. So we're excited to go after them, and hopefully you'll want to join us. But also please, if there is someone that you feel like needs this and wants to listen in to something that Courtney and I shared that you feel like could help them, tag them in this video. Like, share it with them,
Yes.
you guys. Like,
Shout out to the
seriously.
rooftops.
Right, I know. So we are gonna officially sign off. I have my little mocktail right here.
I'm gonna water.
So
I gotta get my
this is
kids
water.
dinner.
Good girl. Okay, so this is cheers. Okay, cheers from coast to coast.
Cheers.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
that's
joining.
right.
And thank you
Yes.
guys for joining. We love you guys. And
Bye. Love you guys.
Night.